It's the moment you've been waiting for. It's a conversation that must be had today and not tomorrow. Welcome to another episode of I'm Listening, I'm Ready with your host, Andrew E. Guy. Let's talk about it. Welcome to another episode of the ILIRPODCAST. I'm Listening, I'm Ready. It is a podcast that's dedicated for those who are on the go, whether you travel by land, air, or sea. This is me, Andrew E. Guy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 2022 and I am pumped. That's exactly right. I'm so pumped today. I'm telling you right now, I am so pumped. Yes, it is 2022 and welcome. So today I want to talk to you really about how to construct in the crisis. How to construct in the crisis. Andrew, what in the world are you talking about? Yeah, there's a pandemic going on and everyone is just running crazy. I mean, everything is happening and people are simply losing their mind. So I want to talk to you today about how to construct in the crisis. Construct in the crisis. And I'm going to provide you with some strategies to help you to live your life resiliently. Now, there's some other resources that we have, but we'll get into that as we move on. If you stay with me until the end, we're only going to be here for about a good 10 minutes. And then after that, we're going to shut it down. But I want to talk to you about what it means to construct in the crisis. A lot of people are busy running around looking for information. A lot of people don't know that it's not information you really need. You need solutions. You don't need more information. There is more than enough information that's out there. What you need is information that is going to be converted into solutions. Here is why. When you start off the year, most people set what's called, well, resolution. Resolution. I am resolute that I'm going to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. No. It's not resolution you need. You need solutions for your problems. Why? Because people got problems, man. People got problems, and so they don't need more information because too much information, well, you might call it TMI, then you're going to have weighted information on top of your problem. It's going to cause you to go nuts. But what you need is solutions. So today we're going to talk about how to construct in the crisis. Now, what in the world is a crisis? A crisis is something that happened to everybody, and you really can't do anything much to really avoid it. It's something that is out of your control. A crisis is something that is, I would say, shocking. A crisis is something that you can't control, as I said before, but it's also something that affects not just you. It affects everyone else or a majority of the individual. Today, what I want to really focus on is give you some strategies. Whether you're in education, whether you're in the business world, everyone is going to experience some kind of crisis, okay? I want to talk to you of number one. Stop making resolution. You're looking for resolution, you're looking for information, but it is what you really need. It's simply solution. What is the number one solution that you need? You need to understand who you are. You need to understand who you are as a person. You need to understand your skills. You need to understand your gifts. You need to understand your speciality. Because when the crisis hits, it's only those people who really know themselves really make it through the crisis. The people who have issues with self-esteem, having issues with their mindset, having issues with their self-identity, those are the people that end up crashing and burning. The people who really know who they are. It's almost like playing in a basketball game and you're coming down to the last couple of minutes in the first quarter. In the fourth quarter, it's every man for themselves. In the fourth quarter, it's the people that are resilient. It's the people that basically have the energy to carry on. Everyone starts out the game great. Everyone start off even in keel, everything is working perfect. Everything is peachy. But it is the fourth quarter that determines who you are, what you are, and what's inside of you. What do I mean by that? Take an orange, for example. If you get an orange and you squeeze that orange, it better be some juice that comes out of that. Because the fourth quarter, the crisis
really tells you what's on the inside of you. This is the reason why you need to make sure that you're resilient and live in resiliency for life. That's what we're talking about today. Number one, you got to stop looking for resolution. You need to start looking for solution. Number two, stop hoarding information. Stop hoarding information. A lot of times, if you check on your phone, people have bunch of information. They have a plethora of information. They got pictures upon pictures, which they don't even use after a while. What do they do with it? After a while, they start scrolling through it. They start scrolling through it. What does it do for you? You're just scrolling through it. It's a habit. If you make it a habit this year to only keep in your life the things that you need, that would be number three. Eradicate the things in your life that are not helping you to grow. Get rid of them. Get rid of the things that is not helping you to grow. Because if they're not helping you to grow, they're hindering you. Okay? That's one strategy. Number three, you need to start recruiting. You need to start recruiting. What do I simply mean by that? From a scientific perspective, when we look at forces in motion, if you get your finger out, your pinky finger, and you load it, apply load, that means you're pressing down on that pinky finger. You're pushing down on that pinky finger. After a while, it's going to start to hurt because you can only take so much weight or pressure against that one joint. When I say that you need to start recruiting, that means instead of overpowering the pinky finger, what you're going to do, you're going to get the ring finger involved. You're going to get the middle finger involved. You're going to get the index finger involved. And then you're going to get the thumb involved. What you now have, you have more power. You have more support behind what you're trying to do. The body does this naturally. The body does this naturally. How so, Andrew? Because if you apply pressure to a particular body part, let's say, for example, you're in a gym class, because I'm also a phys ed teacher and wellness teacher. Sometimes I will tell my students to hold a squat, and we hold the squat anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes, as long as we hold it for. After a while, your body's going to start to shake. You're going to start to jitter, and you're going to realize what's happening is those muscles are recruiting other muscles to get help. When they feel the pressure, when they cannot, sustain the amount of pressure being added to it, then it starts to shake. It starts to shake because it's telling the rest of the body that I'm under pressure here. Help, help, help. It's calling for help. The same thing happens in your life. There are times when you put yourself under so much pressure that you start to feel the stress. You start to feel the pressure, and then you start to shake. You start to get nervous. You experience nervous anxiety. You feel all of these negative things that affects you mentally. Why? You need to recruit. You need to get help. Just like the body, how the body goes and recruit more muscles. Same thing when you're doing a bench press and you're pressing that bar off your chest. If you start to shake, it means that you're either not strong enough or you need to recruit more muscles. When you recruit more muscle, that means you get stronger. The same thing in your life. So give me an example, Andrew. You've given me the physiological perspective. Now give it to me from a practical point of view so I can understand it. Let's say, for example, you're trying to get better at doing a particular task. Let's say you're trying to get better at focusing. You would find that if you stop focusing on too many things, then you'll be better able to focus on one thing. I'm going to use the anatomy and physiology because that's what I know. That's what I focus on because we're using it to build resiliency in people's life. So let's say, for example, I have a hand here and I'm trying to lift something with the pinky. If I'm trying to lift something with the pinky and I'm not able to lift that thing with the pinky, I want to get all the other fingers involved. I want to get all the other fingers involved so I can basically lift that particular thing that I'm trying to lift. The same thing happens in your life. You need to get people around you who's able to assist you to get you to the end point. What you need to do is to share a piece or a portion of your vision with them. Once you share a piece of your vision with them and you get buy-in, then guess what's going to happen? They're going to want to help you. And the ones who don't want to help you, then you need to discard those individuals, because they either can't start with you, but sometimes they end up catching up as you continue. You just need to start, and you need to start by making sure you're recruiting people that is going to help you to get you to where you need to go. If you're trying to lift this pencil, it's too heavy for you, you need to make sure that you recruit more muscle, recruit more of your interpersonal skill, recruit more of your insight, recruit more of your strength, your areas of strength that you know you can use to help you to move forward. Listen, I just wanted to stop by to jump on here to talk to you about living a resiliency life. The life that you need to live for resiliently. Resiliency is one that causes you not to quit. And resiliency is one that says, I'm not going to give up regardless of how tough the situation may be. And so 2022 is calling us to live a resilient life. Listen, my name is Andrew E. Guy. You can find me out there at andrewguyspeaks.com. You can also find me on the Instagram, Andrew Guy Speaks. You can find me out there on Twitter, Andrew Guy Speaks. Facebook, Andrew Guy Speaks. Doesn't matter where you go, look for me out there, Andrew Guy Speaks. Until next time, remember, living a resilient life will cause you to construct in the crisis. Peace.
This is Andrew E. Guy. Have yourself a fantastic day, a fantastic week, a fantastic months, and a fantastic year. Until then, take care. Peace.